And welcome to the pre-homecoming basketball games here at McBain High School. We got both JV games going to be in this one. We're going to start out with the JV girls. Looks like tonight's starters for the JV are going to be Caden Hinton, Annika Hoydinga, Ashlyn Hoydinga, Jane Cucci, and Madeline Reinick. For the Bobcats of Houghton Lake, it looks like it's going to be Mila Dankert, Natalie Yost, Brianne Dowland, Morgan Plutt, and Kelsey Owens and McBain. Gonna start off with a bucket off the tip. Looks like Houghton Lake defeats the press, but turnover on the pass just off the mark, a couple of feet away from the Houghton Lake player. So now it's going to be McBain ball. They're going to try and establish an offense here, trying to look in the post to find good, easy layups and easier shots. Number 12 is going to get it, and that's good. That was, I believe that's Annika Hoydinga. Yep. Houghton Lake. It's going to be stolen. Football pass from twin to twin. Annika's shot no good. Rebounded by the Bobcats. Owens down the court. Tries to get it to her teammate, but there's a foul on number 12, Annika Hoydinga. Plutt's pass is stolen by the Ramblers. Annika over to Reinick. Over to Cucci. They're going to work some offense here. Jane's going to shoot a jump shot, get her own rebound, and pass it. They're going to work the ball. Ashlyn's going to take it. Nice layup there for two. Fast start here for the Ramblers. Up 6 already. Houghton Lake doing a good job of beating this press. And right here, Morgan Plutt, almost coast to coast. Pass it to the opposite block to her teammate. She's going to pull a jumper from the elbow. No good. Looks like Hinton got the rebound, but the ball was tipped out of bounds. And it's going to be Houghton Lake ball. They get the ball in, foul on the shot, and now it looks like Kelsey Owens, a sophomore, is going to shoot two. First shot is a little bit short. We get a sub, it looks like, I believe that is Fansett coming in for Annika. Reinick after the missed free throw. Ashlyn over to Jane. Now they're going to run a play right here. Good backdoor pass. Just off the mark, another pass off the mark. It's a race. Houghton Lake ended up with it, but went out of bounds still, and it's going to be McBain ball. Oh, so McBain is very aggressive on defense. They like to force turnovers and trying to get steals as best they can and try to just not let the opposing team score, and that's their whole mindset. Is beat them defensively and you'll score offensively whilst doing so. So far, it's been a pretty good case here tonight, but that's another thing that they can do is they can shoot the three ball just like that, and that was good right there by Jane Cucci. Plutt down low to her teammate, That's Yost. Stolen by McBain. Ashland. Looks like Houghton Lake in his zone. And the putback is good from Hoydinga. McBain is going to keep up with the press here. Houghton Lake doing a good job of breaking it so far tonight, getting down the court. Kelsey Owens loses the ball. Jane Cucci ends up with it. Gets it over to Reakt for 3, just short. And it looks like we're going to jump ball. And it will be Houghton Lake ball. It's a little quiet in here as it's a JV game. So I'm hoping that later tonight that it can be a little bit louder. You're going to get foul there as Kane Hinton just couldn't slow down using that cross country and track speed. But right now it's very, very quiet. The Bobcats get a lane. Plum for 2, no good. Or Owens, my bad. Good pass. Layup, no good, but she was fouled. She's going to shoot 2. And that's Fansett. First shot is good. Second shot, no good. Little fight for the rebound. Owens down the sideline. Gets trapped. Does a good job of ripping the ball, but it's tipped and stolen. Annika over to Cucci, wide open in the corner. Pulls the trigger, and that's good for 3. McBain, aggressive press defense right here. Trying to stop the Bobcats' ball handlers. But Morgan Plutz doing a nice job of breaking it so far. She's going to get it in the corner here. Over to her teammate, Dowland, back to Plutt. They're working the ball a little bit. Dankert with it. Over to Dowland. Shot no good. Rebounded by Reakt. Tries to get it to Torrey. Just a little too much on the pass as it's just a little too far. Plutt tries to get it down low. It's stolen by Annika Hoydinga. McBain doing a good job of stealing the ball on defense and running the floor right now. Annika, good rebound. Fansett for 2, and right off the glass. Good shot right there. And now Jane Cucci gets a good steal. Good hustle play, all in the pass, just a little too high for Reakt. And McBain's going to sub. Looks like Reakt's going to come out, and number 40, Melinda Boven's going to come in. Plutt with it. Over to her teammate. Shot no good by Dankert. Kaylin Torrey Down the floor, finds her teammate Fancet. No good, gets her own rebound. Annika, no good, gets her own rebound and shoots. Fouled on the shot, the putback. And that's, now she's gonna shoot 2, and I'd like to welcome my good buddy over here, Grayson. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Grayson Guernsey, and I'm sorry for being a little bit late. Personal issues going on, so I just had to step away for a little bit, but now I'm back and I'm good to go. So far, I mean, looks like it's been kind of one-sided for the Ramblers tonight.
Yeah, they got a pretty big lead so far, and not allowing the Bobcats to score much at all here. And partially due to that is this high-octane defense. And they're subbing out a bunch of people, keeping bodies fresh, and making sure that people aren't too tired, and making sure that they can keep this defense up for the course of the game. Yost tries to kick it out, but it's stolen by Jane Cucci. Passes over to Annika. Good pass to Fancet, and that's good for 2. Nice transition offense right there from McBain.
Yeah, very good transition offense. I mean, she was able to get down the court, then looked behind her, a little bit of a pass back. She went up with the shot. Good points right there.
McBain, tight defense. Houghton Lake gets out of it. Looks like Yost with it. Gets it to her teammate. We're going to get a foul on Bovin, which is going to put McBain at 4 fouls so far. So close to the bonus. And that's going to be the 5th foul of the quarter. So Houghton Lake is going to shoot 2 right here. And it looks like Dankert is going to shoot the 2 shots right here. Her first shot is good. It's a nice swish. And it looks like McBain's going to sub another. Looks like Cassie Zorn is going to come in for Melinda Bovin. Going to get a lane violation on Houghton Lake's shooter. So it's going to be McBain ball. Torrey. The Ramblers work on the ball. And Jane had a nice open court in front of her, and so she just let it fly. And that's her
second 3 of the game?
Third 3 of the game.
11 points so far.
And she's at 11, so she's playing pretty well here tonight. Shot has been on point so far in this one. Houghton Lake is going to get the ball tipped out of bounds. So McBain, I think this defense has overwhelmed Houghton Lake a ton in this one so far early on. I mean, they've gotten not much to score offensively, and they haven't really established any offense by the looks of it. And this defense is just...
Example right there. I mean, like high pass. I mean, McBain's also been doing good on those boards too.
Yeah, they're just forcing them either to turn over or they're McBain's stealing it. And right now, that's been the key
of the game so
for
far.
McBain being in this big lead, as well as some 3 balls on the other end. Jane's going to shoot another one, and that's another one.
She is just
on fire right now.
Taking check after check after check after check out of the bank right now.
She's gone Caitlin Clark mode on this one. Houghton Lake's going to check a 3 of their own. Shot just a little bit short. No good. So it's going to be McBain ball with 2 seconds. So we'll see here. And they're just going to dribble it out. No buzzer beater. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. We'll see you in the second quarter after this break, brought to you by L&J Meat Market.
When you think of maple syrup, you think a nice plate of pancakes. But what if we told you that maple syrup can be so much more? Highland Hills Maple Syrup. Take the ordinary and make it extraordinary.
Evil's whole hog sale is happening now.
Only $1.89 a pound hanging weight. You can fill your freezer for less.
Enjoy delicious pork chops, ribs, and roasts, packaged just how you like it.
Make meal planning a breeze when you head to your freezer for smoked pork chops, pork sausage, or pork roast for the crock pot.
Enjoy Michigan-raised pork and go hog wild over our bacon.
From Evil's General Store in Falmouth, Reed City, and Everett.
And we're back now. Going to start up the second quarter. It's going to be McBain ball. Couple new faces in the game for McBain. Looks like Hinton's going to run the point here. Fancet's going to drive in. Shoot the shot, no good. Maddie with the rebound. Nice shot, no good. Rebounded by Houghton Lake. They got it. Owens with it. Picks up her dribble. Over to Dowland. Back to Owens. Number 12, I do not have her number.
Long drive.
With a jump shot. Fancet gets the pass. Back to Fancet. Shot just too much. And, ooh, Reineck's in and out. Rebounded by Houghton Lake. Looks like Kelsey Owens up the court. Stolen by Hinton. Over to Fancet, falls down. Ooh, good save. No, it's not saved.
It kind of like did a in and out real quick, so now it's, yeah.
She tried to bounce off her leg and went out of bounds, but took a weird bounce and went right to her teammate instead, so. Good D right here from McBain. Almost a 5 count. Number 12. And they're going to get called for a double dribble. So right now, this defense has been absolutely tearing apart Houghton Lake's offense.
Yes, and it's been very aggressive, up in your face, not really letting you take any breaths. Hinton fires a 3, no good.
Hoydinga over to, they move the ball. Reineck's shot, no good, went out of bounds. It will be Houghton Lake's ball. Dankert with it. Stolen by Fancet. And the layup is good for 2. The fast break here tonight for McBain also has been very, very crucial, and it's helped them get a lot of points.
Yes, it has. I mean, transition's always a good period to score because that's when everybody's moving from side to side. And I mean, if you got a fast person and someone that can throw the ball down the court, then that's basically a free, easy bucket.
Yeah, and this McBain JV has a ton of fast people, and a lot of these people do track as well.
And cross country.
And cross country, exactly.
A lot of stamina on the team.
Yeah, a lot of stamina and speed, which is a really good mix.
Mm-hmm.
Houghton Lake going to try and look to score here. It's Owens.
McBain putting a lot of pressure on them right now.
Yeah, not allowing any easy shots. Kelsey, tough shot right there, gets 2.
Good basket right there by her. I mean, she was able to get that outside edge, goes in, and then just kind of does like an underhand layup, and it just bounces off the glass and goes in.
Yep, that's what they call the good old finger roll finish.
Hinton shoots, no good. Gets her own rebound.
Reakt shoots, no good. It's back-to-back threes right there, but like you said a little bit earlier, the offensive rebounds for McBain have also been a key in this game as they've gotten a lot more of those offensive rebounds.
Yes.
Dead ball, they're just going to try and throw it away. It's going to stay Houghton Lake ball. Going to get some subs here for both teams. Looks like Melinda Boven's going to come back in, and Ashland's going to come in for Annika. McBain guarding the inbound really good.
Able to get it in.
Going to get the 5 count.
5 count. Okay, that was like right on.
It was very close. Yep. But the ref blew his whistle just as she was passing it in. Hinton over to Fansett for 3.
No good.
Off the mark. Rebounded by Houghton Lake. And they're going to make their way down the court. Owens. Over to Dowland.
That one has a wide open 3. She shoots that and she's able to make it.
Nice shot there. Houghton Lake starting to score a little bit here in the second quarter. Reakt over to Hinton. Fansett. Houghton Lake is in a zone. Foul on the shot.
She'll be shooting 2.
Looks like Kaylin Torrey is going to come back in. Second free throw, no good. And it will be Houghton Lake's ball. Dankert shoots a 3. No good. Will be McBain ball.
Contested right there. I mean, it's a difficult shot to make that, but it's going to be McBain's ball going the other way. But still, that's just a difficult shot to make.
Yeah, but the thing is, right now, Houghton Lake's just trying to get as many points on the board as possible. As right when they've run the offense, it's either been stolen or it's just not been a good shot, and so they're just saying, screw it, we might as well just try and shoot any shot, trying to get something going in it. It's somewhat worked as they've scored more points this quarter than the last one. So
yes.
Reakt for 3 for McBain, no good. The putback is good from Ashland Hoydinga. Owens with it. Gets a ball screen. Over to Dankert. She loses her dribble. It will be McBain ball. Torrey going to lead the way. Over to Reakt. They're going to try and get it in the post, but it's stolen by Houghton Lake. Dankert shoots a 3. No good. Pass deflected, stolen by McBain. Torrey's going to get it. Over to Hinton. Back to Torrey. Over to Reinick. Down low in the post. Putting a shot, no good. Houghton Lake ball. Dankert. Over to her teammate. Number 12. Over to Owens. To Yost, stolen by McBain.
Torrey going coast to coast.
And the layup is good.
Right there, I mean, she was running like she wasn't even tired, and that's why, bringing up what I mentioned before. What happened, Tom?
So, I believe on the inbound, either she stepped out of bounds or stepped inbounds as she was passing, or her foot was already inbounds. So it's a violation. You got to make sure your feet are out of bounds. And that's why our varsity coach, Mr. Copeman, has us do drills where all the bigs have to make sure their feet are out of bounds. Right, Grayson?
No, it becomes even when I'm supposed to go, I just do it. And I get yelled at a little bit because, like, Mr. Coleman tells us, oh, move on, move on, move on. But my instinct is just to step out of bounds before I pass it.
Seven. Shooting. No good. McBain ball. Torrey. They're just going to dribble out the clock. And we're going to go into halftime. McBain up by a pretty big amount. And we will see you now after the halftime break.
Brought to you by L&J Meat Market,
where their meat speaks for themselves.
Hello, Rambler Nation. Welcome to the January edition of the Superintendent's Corner. This is Gary Vanna. I'm joined by Mr. the Great Scott Acom. How are you doing today, Scott?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Mr. Vanna. I have to hire you to be my hype man.
There you go. I got much better one for your hype there, you know. I do voices and stuff like that.
That's great.
And yeah. Halfway through the school year. Can you believe that already?
It's going by quickly, isn't it?
Unfortunately, quicker every year.
Seems that way.
Yeah.
Looking at the calendar, I mean, we're almost halfway through January, so it's pretty amazing.
So, speaking of January, it's a special month.
It is. It is our board. January is the Board of Education Appreciation Month. So I'd like to give a shout out to our board members for their work. People don't realize behind the scenes the meetings that happen and conversations and just the extra time that they put in. It's a great job. It's a great role to fill, and I appreciate their time and their energy. So if you see a board member, we have Kevin Eisinga, Ken Stahl, Karen Abrahamson, Matt Klein, Becky Volker, Doug McLain, and Dennis Hooker. Please make sure that you thank them for their time. And if anyone's ever interested in running for the Board of Education, please feel free to reach out, and we can let you know when the next election for a seat is.
And if you're ever wondering when you can get a chance to thank these board members, you usually can find them at the ball games. They are very involved in the school, not just the meetings, but they actually go to the different events that the school does offer.
Absolutely.
All right, so thank you for the board. Thank you. I know it's a thankless job, but at this moment we are saying thank you. So, roofing project, what's the status of that?
Yep, so the board approved on Monday night at the last board meeting that to go ahead with our roofing project for this coming spring and summer. So they voted to accept the bid from Bloxham Roofing. So we will roof the remaining parts of the building that did not get re-roofed in 2016. So then all of our roofs will be up to date. The new roof will have a 20-year warranty. Excited about that because some of the roof that's being replaced is from the late 80s and late 90s.
Wow.
So it'll be nice to have that up to date. Unfortunately, with the cost of the roofing, it's going to be the only project that we're able to do this summer. We're going to postpone our flooring project, hopefully for the next summer, but wanted to make sure that we're being good financial stewards with the money that we have.
Now, just because the big project is the roofing,
Mm-hmm.
it's not the only projects going on.
No, we'll have other little projects going on.
Like you had one over Christmas.
We did. We replaced our doors over Christmas. Replaced some old wooden doors that weren't very secure, that had been in the building for a long time, and replaced those with some metal doors and metal frames. Just upped our security. Yeah, and there's always projects going on like that. We'll have some other little projects coming up this summer. When I say little projects, they may be little in compared to scope to the roof.
Okay. So, talked about security, kind of segues into the next one. There's something with the Power School cybersecurity, and I've gotten a letter and stuff like that. Can you please explain the situation on there, and then maybe piggyback on what do I as a parent need to do?
Yeah, so yes, unfortunately, kind of just like everything this day and age, right? Power School is our student information system that we're required to have. And they've had a cybersecurity incident over the holidays where someone had logged in and downloaded a bunch of data, not just from McBain schools. My understanding it was from schools in Michigan, across the United States, even parts of Canada where data was taken. We don't know yet what data was taken. We're still waiting to hear from Power School on that. We did send out notices to our current parents and staff, and it could affect students from as long as 15 years ago, and staff from 15 years ago. Just like when AT&T or something happens like that and it gets breached, just monitor your things, just be aware, I guess would be a good thing. We'll be sending out more communication once we have more information. We just wanted to make sure that parents were aware so they could start monitoring that stuff.
And you're trying to get ahead of this a little bit.
We are trying to get ahead of it. We're trying to be proactive with it. We don't use social security numbers in Power School anymore. Now, 15 years ago they did. That was like a student identification number.
Yep.
So we've deleted that field since then from those that were housed in there, but we don't even know if that data was taken. So, but the good news is current students, recent students, none of that information is in there because they have a different identification number assigned by the state. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
All right. So, it's the world we live in. So,
Unfortunately.
yeah. There's a change on the schedule coming up in February. I know that this is only January, but the way the time's going so fast, that's going to be around the corner.
Yes.
And that's about the parent-teacher conferences, but it doesn't affect the whole school.
No, so it'll affect the middle school and high school. We are changing the date from February 13th, parent-teacher conferences for middle school and high school only, to February 20th. The elementary school will still meet on February 13th with their scheduled conferences. Middle school and high school will meet on February 20th from 4:30 to 6:30. And they will be in the multi-purpose room and auditorium. And we changed this because of our student climate survey that we received. One of the areas that we need to show some improvement on is parent and communication and involvement. As you know, with winter sports, this week we have 5 home games. It's a busy time for parents and for students and teachers and staff. But we want to piggyback off of that, for lack of better words, a captive audience.
Okay.
Right? So on February 20th, we have a middle school girls basketball game at home. We have a freshman boys basketball game at home. We have a JV boys basketball game at home and a varsity boys basketball game at home. So our thought process is when we have people coming in to watch the games, hey, let's have them come on over and let's talk about the students' academics as well. So just trying to think a little bit differently and attack that a little bit differently. We tried that, I think, was that last year or 2 years aago?
Last year we did it for the first time.
And we were supposed to have a game, and it didn't. The game got canceled because the other school had a snow day. But we saw an increase in participation. So this is what we're trying going forward to try to help improve that parent communication and involvement. I also have a survey going out this week, actually today, to parents, just about how we can improve that, and so I'm hoping that they will take time to take that survey.
Okay, I want to circle back to the parent-teacher conferences.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
And just to clarify some logistics.
Yes.
It was originally scheduled on the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
There was a half day of school
Mm-hmm.
so that they could be parent-teacher conferences that day. With the high school and middle school moving to the following week, does that half day move to the following week? Do we still have that half day even though there's not parent-teacher conference? Can you explain that
Yes,
half day?
Good clarification. So February 13th is still a scheduled half day.
Okay.
Elementary will still have their conferences. February 20th will still be a whole day of school, and we'll have parent conferences that evening. We didn't want to change the calendar for a half day because I know parents have trips planned, different things set up for childcare, and the same for the 20th. So February 13th would still be a half day. February 20th would still be a whole day.
And I know this is next month, but February 13th is a half day. The 14th is no school, teacher development, and then President's Day that Monday. So just to keep people with that in mind, that there's going to be a 4.5 day vacation, winter break for the students.
Correct.
All right. So you talked about the parent climate survey, but there's something else going on in February. It's the Love Your Neighbor food drive from February 1 to the 14th.
Yes.
Who's this for?
Yep.
Who's organizing this? What's the concept behind this?
So this would be, I believe, our third year doing this food drive. It's sponsored by Community Hope, which is an organization in Missaukee County. They help supply food for the food drives, or for the food pantries for Rehoboth Church and Prosper Church, Community Church. So it helps our local food banks and for our students or for our families, and also other Missaukee County food pantries as well. Community Hope just serves Missaukee County and tries to reach out to our families. They do backpack programs. They do Kids Hope in Lake City. So it's a Missaukee County driven organization, and that's who's sponsoring this food drive. So February 1st through 14th, we'll accept non-perishable canned goods or non-perishable food and collect that, and Community Hope will pick up on the 14th, and that helps supply our local food pantries.
So will there be just like bins outside in the lobby for people coming to events,
Yep.
or just want to stop in? How do they donate?
Yep, so they can donate at the school offices. We'll have the area down by the games in the lobby area where people can donate as well. Sounds like the principals are going to be planning some competitions for the kids to see what grade levels, what classes can bring in the most donations.
All right, so it not only involves students against students in a friendly competition, but it's also going to involve a way for the community to also share the love.
Correct.
All right. Well, I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I got one more question for you.
Yes.
Did you hear about the man who ate a frog?
I didn't.
He's probably going to croak. And on that, this has been Gary Vanna.
Scott Acom.
Feel the wheel.
And we're back. Sorry for the little bit of delay. About a minute through the quarter already. My operator had too long of a little thing at halftime, but it's all right. No teams have scored yet, so we're going to start right here. It's going to be a Houghton Lake ball. Kelsey Owens has it. Tight D by Ashland. And now Reineck is going to force the jump ball. Looks like it's going to be Houghton Lake ball. Danker. Gets it over to Owens. Trying to work the ball, establish offense, but this high power defense from McBain has been causing turnovers just like this one all night long. And the bucket is good by Annika. A foul on Coochie. I no longer have stats for McBain on scoring and fouls. But we are going to get a steal here by McBain, and now it looks like Jane's going to run the point. Ashland for 2, foul. Going to go to the line. First free throw is good. Oh, now we're getting stats. Here we go. Not sure. Must have been something going on. Second free throw is no good. It's going to stay McBain ball. Hinton gets it into Cucci. Back to Caden. She's going to shoot 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by her teammate. Passes off the mark right there, and it's going to be McBain ball.
Sorry again for the, excuse me, sorry for the technical difficulties. Looks like my partner here actually took my headset and then he forgot his headset over there, so we had to switch them real quick.
It was on my chair, so.
Okay. All right.
I just grabbed the first one I saw.
And look, we are getting stats back slowly but surely for McBain.
Yeah, I'm not sure why or what happened. Usually they just stay up over halftime, but I'm not sure what happened.
We're getting them in slowly but surely. There we go, another point by McBain.
Yep, another offensive rebound right there. They've been just racking them up here tonight, partially due to this lead. Looks like Dankert is going to take a shot here. No good. Rebounded by the Bobcats. Reinek's going to get a steal. Pump fake, and that's good for 2. Nice job by Maddie.
No, good job by her. I mean, she did a bump fake, went to 5. Words are hard today, you know.
It's all right. Go ahead, say it now.
No, it's too late.
Okay. McBain with the rebound after the missed layup. Looks like Torrey is going to get it over to Reineck. Houghton Lake is in a 2-3 zone. Shot no good. Houghton Lake down the court. Dankert. And we're going to get a travel on the Bobcats. It'll be McBain ball.
Now, so far, McBain has been just full gas, no brake. They're in a semi-truck that's a crazy train, basically.
On the highway.
On the highway. And, I mean, they just been full nose. There we go. Another, I mean, they're just no mercy. Just keep on scoring. I mean, it is the third quarter. You really have to stop doing that the fourth, depending on what the score is. And also, Houghton Lake did lose one of their starter players, but me and Tommy are thinking that she is a flex. So that's why she stopped playing.
Either she quit or she's flexing.
Yeah,
but we're not sure.
Like, Tommy, when you told me that original idea that she quit, I was like, now that's just absolutely crazy. You can't do that.
Well, you can.
Well, I've never heard of somebody doing that before.
Hinton, 3 is no good. Reineck for 3, no good. Houghton Lake will get the rebound. Looks like Owens. Ball goes over to number 12. Over to Dankert for 3. Short. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be McBain ball.
McBain, at this point, I think they should just start dribbling the ball out. I mean, it's a little bit, they're up by a little bit, and just start wasting the clock and stuff like that, because you've already secured the bag. Now you just need to go home and count your earnings.
Yeah, but there's still 2 quarters, so
Yeah,
they're going to keep scoring. Cassie's shot, no good. Foul. Looks like Ashland's going to go to the line again.
One thing I'm going to say is that Hoiningos are very, very good at getting on the line. Like, foul, going up with the shot, taking. They remind me of last year when I think it was Adrian Roosevelt, was it? She was on JV. Adria, that's who it was. Adria Roosevelt, she did a very good job, but once she got the rebound, she would go up strong, and then she would get fouled and get on that line. The Hoiningos are doing a really good job at doing that, too. Just going up strong and drawing fouls. Both of them are, but specifically Ashland Hoiniga is doing a very good job at it.
Yeah, I mean, she has 15 points. I'm not sure how many Annika has. I know she has a lot, though, as well. But they're a pretty good dynamic duo, and they know each other real well. So,
well, obviously, they're sisters. They know each other really well.
They're more than sisters. They're twin sisters. Like, I feel like you'd be closer. But no, they're definitely a dynamic duo, the two, and they're pretty solid at the sports they play.
No, I mean, it just shows, like, the McBain girls program for basketball has a very bright future. I mean, on this team, we got Coochie, the Hoitingas, and, I mean, the 8th graders that were coming up, like the freshmen now, are very, on both boys and girls team, are very, very talented people. So the program is looking high up in the sky right now.
Yeah. One other thing is, though, I think the era right now for women's basketball for McBain is going to be pretty good here. I mean, the varsity girls team is the #1 in Division III.
Oh, they are?
By MHSAA. So that means a lot.
Yes, it does mean a lot. I mean, this year, their team, the varsity team, is very, very young. But they're coming out every single game, and they're playing. I mean, I think one of the big factors of why they're that high right now, because they're ranked like third, is because some of the teams at the top lost, but they also beat St. Francis, and which even if St. Francis isn't like that good, they're still like a dominant program.
Well, the key wins that they've had this year have been
Pine
River, Roscommon, Manton, Everett. Those are some of the key wins. The only one they didn't win was the Beal one, but that was early in the season.
Yes.
Kind of like the guys lost to Beal. Early in the season, they weren't fully prepared, and it was at Beal. So
yeah, and I mean,
we're going to see here in a couple days, too, when they verse them again, the rematch, of course. So,
and I mean, there's the one interesting fact, ladies and gentlemen, is that there's an ongoing beef between the barstools of both Beal City and McBain. And I mean, it's just all fun and games, and it's been happening since volleyball and football season. So that I always like seeing that nowadays.
Yep, but that is going to end the third quarter. We're going to go into the fourth now. This game is flying by as there's a running clock, and we will see you now in the fourth after the break.
Brought to you by L&J Meat Market.
Come shop at the family-owned Lakeside Ace Hardware, where you'll always leave satisfied. We pride ourselves at giving customers top-of-the-line products such as Benjamin Moore paint, Traeger grills, Uni ovens, and much more. We provide great tools from companies like Milwaukee and DeWalt, but our best product is our customer service. Our friendly staff is always happy to help you get what you need to make a perfect house better. The price is always right here at Lakeside Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. L&J Meat Market. Our meat speaks for itself.
We're back now. It's going to be McBain ball to start the fourth quarter. Looks like a couple subs in for McBain. Houghton Lake going to stick to the 2-3. Cassie Zorn going to shoot. No good on the shot. Kaylin Torrey for 3, no good. Rebounded by Houghton Lake. And now Dankert is going to go up the court. Dankert trying to just make something happen here. Just dribbling around.
I don't know if Houghton Lake is running any type of offense or not. Or like, because I haven't really been seeing that much motion offensively. I just see kind of like street ball type stuff. But I mean, that you could say any school can say that about the other schools like plays. So I mean, it's not really. I have no room to say anything.
Yep, and I think just the defense from McBain is also causing them to mess up a little bit offensively. Looks like Fansa has it over to Torrey.
Torrey drives in, good floater right there.
Yep, shot is good for 2. Houghton Lake ball. Dankert still running the point here. Gonna get it over to Dowland. Tries to get in the post to Owens. She gets the ball back as she fought for it. Dankert has it. Jump shot is short. Rebounded by Houghton Lake. Yost. Over to Dowland. Over to Zielk. Gonna get a travel call. Looks like she will be subbed out, and coming in is number 12, who I do not have the number of.
Wait, you don't have that? You indeed do not. Yeah.
Reineck kicks it out to Torrey. Over to Fansett.
McBain trying to get something. I mean, taking their time on the plays, trying to become offensively engaged. I mean, just draining clock. Shot is up, and it is no good.
Good rebound, and the shot is good from Reineck.
Reineck did a good job right there. I mean, rebounding, going back up with the boards. That's the number one priority when you're down underneath the hoop, is get that board and go back up, if you can.
Dankert. Houghton Lake trying to get it going. Shot no good. Good rebound. Foul. She gets the M1.
A good shot right there. Just to let you know, wait. Since when has there been a running clock in basketball?
When the team is up a lot.
Okay.
I'm not sure how many. I think it's 40 points. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, just to let you know, make sure to stay tuned for later tonight for the main event of today, the top of the ballot or the sports card, as we have the the JV boys basketball team versus the JV boys basketball team of the Houghton Lake Bobcats.
Yeah, and that should be a pretty good one. As last time,
McBain lost actually to Houghton Lake.
Yeah, it was a really close game, but Houghton Lake ended up winning in the end by.
It was not that much.
I think it was 3 or 5 points. It was only 2 possessions tops, and it was a really close game. And so this one should expect to see another really good game here.
But what I heard is that Houghton Lake had a lot of height, and McBain's JV team this year is not really doing that good in the height department.
Yeah, I mean.
So if they're in a mismatch situation where they could just give it to the big man down low, and all the guys in McBain are strong. I'm not going to deny that, but you can be as strong as you want, but if you got a guy that's like 2 feet taller than you, there's nothing really you can do.
Yeah, I mean, kind of just look at the NBA-wise. Think Victor Wembanyama up against Steph Curry in a 1v1. The guy that's going to win that is going to be Wembanyama.
Unless if you're at the three-point line.
No, he'd just block him. He's got like a 10-foot wingspan.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, Curry will get a couple in there, but Victor is going to get everything on him.
Or like, better yet, like LeBron James versus Bol Bol. Like, but we're back to this game.
Yeah. I think LeBron would just body him up a little bit, but
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know who Bol Bol is, he's the tallest NBA player in history. Shot is up. No good.
foul on McBain.
Also, the girls' basketball team at McBain has, I think, no, never mind. That would be a hot take.
Tight defense here by Fancett. Only a minute 40 to go in the fourth. Dankert. No good on the shot. Rebounded by Reakt. Over to Torrey. Nice move. No good on the finish. Dankert now is going to take it.
Fast break. Still, McBain, people are hustling down the court. Like, no energy needed. And Houghton Lake is able to score with 1 minute. Wow, this game is going by quick.
Yeah. Only a minute. Excuse me. Only a minute left, most likely. We're going to get travel on McBain. It'll go back to Houghton Lake ball, and this point you want to at least try to crack 20 points, you know?
Yeah.
You want to try and score at least two more times, I think.
Yes, that is the goal.
So that's what they're going to try to do here. Dankert with it. Gets it in the post. Foul on the shot. Looks like Owen's going to shoot two.
First shot. Good. 32 seconds left. Once again, just to let you know, next up after this game is the JV boys basketball team versus the mighty Houghton Lake Bobcats. Make sure to tune into that game. It's going to be a good one.
Her second free throw is good as well. Looks like Torrey has it, and I think they're going to just dribble out the clock here. Never mind. Bovin for three, no good, just a little long. Fighting for the ball. Zorn. Fancett to Torrey. Reakt. Over to Torrey, over to Fancett. To Bovin. Just off the mark. And that's going to end the JV girls basketball game here. McBain gets a dominant win in this one, and we'll see you now in the JV boys game against the Bobcats.